What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So I brought you guys this budget knife. As a matter of fact, I brought it to you today. I filmed it, and then I filmed this today. I started to anyway, but I'm probably not going to finish this today. I'm probably just going to get this thing started. So if you're like, man, he wore that same outfit in that time he actually showed us this knife. Yeah, so what? So anyway, I brought you this knife. It was a Cutlery Corner special, big old Bowie here. And while I like it, it was good, it worked. Check out the video on this. It had its issue, and here was the issue. And it wasn't an issue until I made it an issue, and I did it kind of on purpose. I used it to baton with, and I said while batoning that there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to knock this off. And lo and behold, as I thought was going to happen, I knocked this off. Didn't care. It didn't bother me. I knew it was going to happen. It happened. C'est la vie. So when I knocked it off, I noticed this was going on. These little notches were specifically put in to have the glue, the adhesive, hold on to this a little better. You could see that the adhesive's still in there a little bit. But, and the little holes make it hold on a little better, something to harden into. And then they have this little notch cut out right here, and I thought to myself, well, I could always pound that back in and put it back on, or I can Donnie B the hell out of Donnie B all day. I could debad this thing and just make it a little bit cooler. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to grind this down to meet this line, but not straight across. I might let it swoop, because when you're talking about a full-bellied, big-bellied Bowie, you want the spine to swoop too. So I'm going to give it a little swoop here, and then I'm going to redo the spine for, you know, where they did it for was for glue to hold on to. I'm just give it like a decorative spine type thing. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to knock this down. I'm going to smooth it out. I'm going to put some little holes in here, and we are going to see how this bad boy budget Bowie holds out. So hold on, stay with me here. All right, so first things first, I want to use a grinder to try and knock down some of that notch. And here's the thing, you have to have a pretty sure hand when you're doing this. Otherwise it's going to skip around and you're going to end up with just dents and dings all over the place. Another thing, you want to tape the edge, because it's going to be hitting stone and it's going to be kicking into you, and you're going to cut yourself pretty good. Also wear gloves and eye protection. Sorry, Ma. All right, here we go. So you hear that sound, that, and it's not like it could sound like this. That's bad. You don't want to sound like that. All right, here we go. So all I'm doing is I'm taking this where it used to have that square piece, and I'm just going real soft back and forth just a little bit. So you see I got the notch out and it just leaves this camel hump. So now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch. I'm just going to try and bring this a little bit smoother and curl it into. So hold on. All right, so this is where I'm at. Got a nice swoop right here. Took off that heavy line, and that has a really nice shape to it. So now I'm going to put in some decorative pieces. And what I'm going to do, the rear's kind of a little tough because I've got this guard here, but I'm going to make it work anyway. I'm just going to press into the blade as much as I can to try to make nice little round spots without hitting this. And if I do hit that and I don't like it, what I'll do is I'll keep this part and just lop off this part and give it a partial. So let me work on some of those and I'll show you. All right, so now you see what the side looked like, right? And now you can see how it's all coming together, and it's going to look like that. It's going to have a bunch of them. Do the other side real quick. All right, so I made them a little smoother. Now they're not going to be perfect because it's a budget blade and I'm not spending a lot of time. This took me about 5 minutes. So you can see all that. What I'm going to do is now sand it down a little bit, and it's going to look like it was meant to be like that. You know what I mean? It's going to carry pretty well. So let me go smooth it out. All right, so for the semi-quasi before and after, it had that. This was straight. It wasn't bent. That notch wasn't there. So we take that off and we say, okay, well, what are we looking at now? Look how like nice and smooth these are right here. I gave them a nice little bevel on there. Made them at least quasi pretty, right? So now I've got this good looking little set of grooves, and I can actually use that. I don't think I have any wood down here. Possibly I can use that for turning notches, or I can use it for you can see, like, I don't know if you can see it, but the little shreds of wood that are coming off, and what that'll do is it'll give me some good like fire starter, some fluff. So the reason I came up like that on it, let me see, was so I can have these ridges here that would catch wood. There you go. So you can see how they're angled just like that. That's not bad. Guys, that's like a 5-minute job right there. That's it. Just something to add into it. So here we go. In the sheath. Looks good. Comes out of the sheath. Now it's got this decorative spine looking thing going on. And I like it. I think that's pretty good, especially for a quick fix. Just to throw something on there, get rid of that notch and give it a nice swoop. Look at that beautiful swoop. It matches the belly. I kept the shape going completely in line. Looks better. Looks better. Remember, this was a budget Bowie from Cutlery Corner. Now I take it out and it's a custom budget Bowie from Cutlery Corner. Not too bad. So this is going to be a good little helper around the yard and a good at the back door, who dat, type knife. So once again, easy money, cheap money knife, easy money fix, and I like it better. So I didn't think I was going to get it all done today because I thought I was going to put some more work into it and thought it was going to take a little bit, and I didn't want to spend too much time down here. But it was so easy to work with that I just got carried away and just kept going. So that's it. That's the end of this one. That's how you take a plain knife and give it a little something. You just grind in the holes and then you sand it down a little bit. And that's all right. So so that's it. Let's get to some cold steel and stuff next. I got a nice little couple of things coming at you. Some really sweet lockbacks. So this was just a get it out of the way type thing. And it's out of the damn way. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.